Hey Chem class, it's Amelia here. Hi Mr. Britton, hi Miss Hank, miss you guys. Yeah, so this is like my third time filming it, but that's okay, third time's a charm. Yeah, so I've been doing pretty good over the quarantine. This is the first time I've gotten dressed in like a week, that's been a plus. And yeah, I've been doing pretty good. I've been going on walks, working out at my house, been drawing a lot, baking, cooking, all of that good stuff. I ordered some white Vans and I'm gonna paint those tomorrow, so that'll be fun. But yeah, I'm just trying to stay occupied and it's been pretty good, and I'm getting some work from teachers, so I've been doing that, but it's been good. I just miss my friends. Anyways, so for this project, so my topic was basically talking about how our unit of like chemical reactions and chemical equations, how that relates to baking, because I really have a passion for baking and cooking, and that's just really interesting to me. And so I thought that was kind of cool, because as I was doing my research, I was learning that like seriously chemistry is in everything. Like it's used in the air we breathe. You can describe the food we eat with it, like I don't know, the things we do, just everything has chemistry in it. And so yeah, so basically baking causes chemical reactions because once you mix together all of the ingredients, you can't separate them after they go through that chemical change. And while some of the ingredients have certain physical changes, such as like the butter melting in the oven, overall it's a chemical change. Yeah, and then also one thing that was like a really key point that I wanted to talk about, so with our unit of chemical equations and balancing chemical equations, we had reactants and products. So in this case, the reactants would be like the eggs, the flour, the sugar, all of that. And then when it's heated, the product is the chocolate chip cookie. So that was like my main example that I wanted to use here, was the chocolate chip cookie, because I thought it was easiest to explain, and I mean, everybody likes chocolate chip cookies. So then I was doing some research and trying to put together the certain things, because I found out that baking soda creates carbon dioxide when it's heated up. So I found a chemical equation and balanced it and all of that good stuff. So it ends up being, for baked cookies, it ends up being 2NaCHO3, and that is Na2CO3 plus H2O plus CO2. So that was also clarified by Baking Molecular Gastronomy WordPress.com. Yeah, so basically, just to like reiterate, all of the reactants or ingredients, that's what makes the product of the final chocolate chip cookie. And I thought it was pretty interesting because really, like, each reactant does play such a huge part in creating the product, because baking really is a science. Like, unlike cooking you can have a much bigger range for error, and you can still come out with the good product or variation of the product. Whereas cooking, you kind of have to be really spot on, and like if you add an extra stick of butter in a recipe, then it's not going to turn out very well. Yeah, so it's really about baking's like it's really like the art of perfection, and you need exact amounts of everything, and because that's how they are able to balance out, and that's just like how chemical equations have to balance each other out. Like they have to be even with each other and fit that description. So then also I was doing some research, and as explained by Fine Cooking, when you're baking cookies, the ratio of the flour makes the cookies chewy, crisp, or crumbly. The sugar makes the cookies crispy and caramelized. The butter makes the cookies tender. The eggs give the dough moisture and protein. The baking soda helps the cookies to rise and acts as the catalyst in the experiment. Salt makes the cookies chewy and strengthens the dough. So that just really tells you that every single ingredient plays an important role, which is why it is so similar to chemical equations that we learned about in class, I think Unit 5 or something. Because chemical equations, they use reactants and products as well, and they like definitely require a balanced equation in order for a successful outcome or successful product to occur. So I don't know, that was just what I wanted to talk about. I thought it was really interesting. Some drawings, a cookie and a cake. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Hope everyone's doing well, and yeah.